Hey guys, Zombie here, episode 6 of Minecraft Build All the Things, and today we're just going to kind of pick up where we left off. We're going to be doing some gameplay here, and my goal today is to gather enough iron to where we can build ourselves an entire set of iron armor. That's where I'm at. That's what my goal is for today. So we've started our strip mine. We're down here in the mine. I have no idea what's going on up there. Don't really care right now. So let's take a look at our inventory real quick. I have 5 pieces of iron agate. So I need, let's see here. I need 24 pieces total to create my entire set of iron armor. So we better get started. I'm just going to continue strip mining down here. And I hear water. So, and there we go. I'm in a cave. I don't have any armor. And there's a cave. I hear a skeleton. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit number 5 here. I'm going to throw out a torch and just kind of poke my head out here real quick and see what's going on. Maybe I should level this out. Yeah, I'm a little unclear of what is happening now. All right, so I went ahead and hopped out into our cave here, and there's the lava pit right there. Let's see if that's going to protect us from anybody. Well, yeah, we've got a cave, but look at all that iron right up there, and we've got some iron right there, and that is my goal for the day. So I need to figure out a plan here to get my iron. So first thing we need to do is I'm right clicking, I'm filling up this lava pit. I do not want to fall in it, and I don't want my iron falling in it whenever I collect it. I am going to go ahead, we're still early enough in the game, I need to collect as much coal as possible because we definitely need coal for everything. We need it for torches, we need it for fuel, for our furnaces. So I'm going to continue to mine coal whenever. Later on, once you've been playing for a while and you have blocks and blocks of coal, then a lot of times you just kind of bypass it because you have so much of it. But right now, it's a good idea. Now there's my skeleton, and I'm going to see if I can get him to kind of hop down here. Yep, get him to hop down here and follow me all the way back to here. And I'm going to tuck myself back here. And what that's going to do is that's going to force him to come here and fight me. And then he'll kind of be stuck right here, because I'm going to force him right into that little alcove as soon as he comes around the corner, and he's right there. There he comes. I'll force him right there. He's not going to shoot at me, and took care of him. Left clicking, just pushed him right in there. So that took care of him really, really quick. There's one of his arrows that he shot at me and missed. So now that he came down, we're probably going to have a few more monsters here jump on the bandwagon, which is fine. They can do that. I'm going to continue working on getting over here to my iron. I'm just right-clicking. I'm just kind of building a little platform so that whenever I get over there, the iron does not fall into the lava. Even though I have mined it, I don't want it falling. I want to make sure that I have... Yeah, and then I'm just kind of padding this out a little bit for myself because I don't want to fall in either. Now, the only other thing I'm seeing here is I see some redstone right over there. I'm not seeing any other types of gems or stones or anything that are really interesting me enough to try and go all the way over there. Redstone is pretty common at this depth. So, all right, so we gathered a couple more pieces here. So there's two. Oh, zombie just went right on by us. Oh, he got lost. Come here, buddy. Yep, just pushed him on back in. Okay, my light level is a little low there because actually the lava was what was... Oh, he just jumped right on me. He just jumped right on top of me. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go up this way so I can just create a little staircase there. There's some gold. There's more iron. Now, I can't see very well, so I'm going to open up my... Drop a little... Oh, I thought that was gold. That actually is more iron, which is perfect because that is what we are looking for. And there's some more right over there. So I'm going to kind of start making my way over there, and hopefully instead of single pieces, we're going to hit maybe a vein here. And we can get a few pieces filled in. Now I'm filling in a few of these holes as I go because if I have to make an escape or something like that, I do not want to run in to one of these holes. Now we haven't really encountered any gravel. Knocking gravel out like this with a shovel, that takes care of it really, really quick. The great thing about gravel is it will create flint for you, and we definitely want plenty of flint because we use flint to create bows or arrows for bows and arrows whenever we want to go out and start hunting and taking care of some mobs. So doing pretty well. We don't have anybody up there. I did not see any creepers or anything like that, so I'm going to go ahead and take a moment. I keep checking. If you're really worried about it, you can go ahead and tuck yourself in here, cover yourself up with a couple of pieces of dirt or sand or gravel or something. If you've got a nice vein that you're kind of starting to mine into and you don't want to have to worry about monsters coming up behind you. But that is it. So we're in this cave. I'm not really prepared to go exploring too deep because I do not have any armor. And I do not want to chance dying this early in the game because I do not have a bed. I don't really have any of my items tucked away in a chest except for the few that are up in our little hidey place that I created. But I did see some iron over there behind that waterfall. I'm going to head over there in just a second. I'm going to go ahead and collect the rest of this coal. And I'm about to break my pickaxe here and finish that out. Now, whenever I'm in a cave, this is different than strip mining. I like to keep my strip mines pretty nice and clean so I know exactly where I've been. But whenever I'm in a cave, all bets are off. You just kind of go. You don't really worry about that. You just kind of go with it. Now, I've got some iron down here, if you can see where I'm pointing, and I've got some iron up here. But it's going to take a little bit of work to get to those spots because we've got all this water. Now, we've got water coming from 2 different locations. If I can plug up one of those, that's going to help a little bit, but it comes out over there then. Plug it up. Okay. So it's kind of this constant place here. Now I'm going to try to create a little spot here to plug up some of this water coming out. And the only reason I'm trying to do this is because you get caught in a water flow, you have no control whatsoever once you start sliding down there. Okay, so we see the blue stone. That's the first time we've encountered that. That is some lapsellules, and typically I don't really gather that up. I gotta be honest, I don't use it. I don't really know what it's good for except for making things, pretty stones, things like that. Okay, so the more I try and push this water out, the worse I'm making it. So what I need to do is I actually need to open this back up. And I just opened it up on top of myself. So you can kind of see that's not what you want to do. So I'm actually going to climb up here. Sometimes you have to go and go and go. Try and figure out a better way of doing what you're wanting to do. What I'm wanting to do is I want to block this water off. That is really my goal, is to block the water off. And trying to find a source of where the water is coming from. See, now like right there, I got trapped, but I did find a good spot to be able to block at least some of the water. Yeah, and you can see it's going down, and now we have an opportunity here to go gather up a few more pieces of coal. And over to my left, I did see quite a bit of coal and more iron. Now I'm going to drop a torch there. Real cautiously look around. Do not want to fall or get attacked by creepers. They're called creepers for a reason. They just creep up on you. You have no idea they're coming. But I don't see anybody. Now, there are some other okay. Stop my sentence there. There's some other iron ores on the other side over there. Now, I don't want to get too far away because I will start to forget how to get back unless you make yourself a path. You've got to do that. That is one of the dangers of going cave exploring. And sometimes you get a little bit too far into the cave and you forget to do that. But I've got a pretty good path marked here. So I'm going to come down here. It's a pretty easy drop. Just going to drop one right there. Make sure I'm not going to be surprised by anybody. Looks good, looks good. Nobody's in here. I'm going to go ahead and collect this And we do have a skeleton somewhere. And he knows I'm here because he is coming out. Okay. So for right now, I really don't want to go this way because trying to get through all of that is going to be kind of a mess. And that's not what I'm doing right now. We will come back and examine that at another time. A lot of times whenever I'm doing caves or mines or something like that, I will make some signs and I'll start to block off certain areas and leave yourself little notes. If you don't have that, you end up collecting a whole lot of resources. Sometimes you can use, and there's a bunch of water. And that was a skeleton falling into, sounded like a lava pit to me. Probably right on the other side over there where we saw. So I went ahead and closed that off so I do not encounter any more water falling in there. Now, what I want to do is I already made this little staircase. I want to come over here and collect this iron. You do not want to get too close to the lava because it will burn you. You start to burn with lava. The only thing you really can do is try to get to water. Now later on, once we have enough iron, we will be creating a water bucket and a lava bucket, and you can always use your water bucket, drop it and jump into the water, but a lot of times you don't think about it. Now one thing I do have happening here, because I'm expending a lot of energy with all of the exploring and jumping and running around and digging. Now, I'm breaking a rule here. I am digging straight up, but I'm also in a position to where I can get out pretty quick. One of the things that's happening is I'm getting hungry. If you can see on the right-hand side there, my hunger is going down pretty quick. I'm going to check my inventory in just 1 second as soon as I gather the rest of those. Now this is a nice little vein we found here. This is yielding several pieces. That's great. We need to get back up there. So just dig out a little staircase. There we go. Make sure you don't over jump. You don't want to do that. There's some more iron, but what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to check. I have 38 pieces of iron ore. That is well above what I needed to create all of my iron armor and a few iron tools and weapons. So we're doing pretty well. I'm going to go head back here in just 1 second. I'm going to collect two more pieces. Just double check I don't have anybody hiding around a corner or anything ready to jump on me. No. This is where we were digging a second ago. I'm still gathering up as much coal as I possibly can. Open that up a little bit. Let's gather our coal here. Go straight to the iron. I'm standing back because I can still hear plenty of lava. Do not want to fall into the lava because I know that there are lava pits everywhere. So I'm standing back a couple of blocks, gathering up a little more coal. You cannot have too much coal. You really can't. And later on, it will be very necessary because we're going to be creating multiple furnaces so we can smelt all of our items faster. We can have a nice little kind of assembly line. So you're going to want plenty of coal to be able to put in all of them. It's always nice to have plenty of fuel. All right. So we're kind of in this nice little, oh, turn around, and there's a few more blocks there. Nice little vein. Making sure that nothing comes dropping down on us. And jump up there and gather all of your goodies. Okay. So I'm just going to drop a couple torches here, just real quick, to make sure I'm not missing anything that we can't see. I don't want to get too far away. I want to make sure I'm leaving a little trail. Okay, nothing back here. Gather your torch. You just break your torch by left clicking on it, punching it. Now there's a way up there into more of the cave, but right now I do not need to do that. What I need to do is go ahead and head back up to my area here. I'm going to fill in just a few of my holes as I go. I've got to be really careful here. All right, so there we have a zombie. Before I leave, I want to double check. All right, so for now, what we're going to do is we're going to head back, just following my torches. There's our zombie. Let's get our sword drawn. He is kind of stuck over there in the water. Let's let him come over to us. There we go. We'll just kind of back up here. Oh, there's his friend. Yeah, my hearts are down. And I've got a skeleton coming as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get back up. All right, so just following our torches down. There's my staircase I created. And we're just following our torches. And there's our path into our spot. Now what I am going to do is I'm going to drop just a couple pieces of dirt right there to block that off. Did not mean to drop that. I meant to put a torch there. Until next time, so that we can go exploring just a little bit more. So right now I'm coming all the way back up. I have no idea if it's day or night. Either one does not really matter, because as soon as we get up, what we're going to do is we are going to take, and there's some iron waiting for us right there. We have 51 pieces of iron. That is fantastic. Now I'm going to take and fill up that furnace with coal. And what we're going to do is I'm going to take half of this and drop it right there. I left my crafting table down. So what I need to do is I need to gather a few pieces of food. We want to gather our cooked chicken here and go ahead and eat. Our hunger is getting low. That did pretty well. And that should do it. Now our hearts on our left side there will start coming right back up. That's fantastic. Now, one thing I am going to do is, while I'm here, I'm going to create a crafting table up top. Actually, I do not have any resources to be able to create a crafting table up top, and it is nighttime. So I really don't want to go outside. So, something you do, you have to do quite a bit. Going to climb back down. Now, I've got things smelting. That's great. I can come back down here and I can gather this furnace if I want to. and take it back up top. But really what I want to do is I want to take this crafting table, and it's always a good idea to have crafting tables pretty much wherever you're going to be. Like down here, I would ultimately have one down here all the time. But right now, I don't have enough wood resources to create another one. So I'm going to go ahead and take that one, and I'm going to go ahead and take that as well. And we're going to head back up. We're going to craft a couple of stoves and smelt as much of our iron as we possibly can, and start crafting our brand new suit of armor. Once we have that, I will not have any reservations about heading out and starting to explore a little bit more. I don't have any problems going out at night. Once I start creating armor, that just gives you a little more of a safety net. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop our crafting table right here. Don't know why I threw that. I'm going to put a crafting table right here. There, and we are going to create a couple of furnaces. So we're going to do 1, 2 furnaces, just left clicking there, created 2 furnaces. I'm going to hit E, that throws my extra out, and I'm going to take and drop my furnaces, 1 there, 1 there. And we're going to take half of my coal and put it in one, other half of my coal and put it in the other. I'm going to take half of my iron ore just by right-clicking, dividing those up, and putting it in there. And now we've got 3 furnaces all working at the same time. And I'm going to go ahead and put anything in there that I don't really need right now. I'm going to put in my chest. Now that chest is a small chest. It's not a double chest, but again, I don't have any more wood resources, so I need to replenish those. Now I have plenty of iron here, and this furnace is all finished. So what we're going to do is we're going to finish out this episode by crafting our entire suit of armor. So what we're going to do is we're going to start from the top and work our way down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's our helmet. Now coming down, we need our chest plate. There's our chest plate. So take a look at this. This is the pattern that you want to, this is the recipe, as you want to call it. Now we're going to move on down to the pants. 2. Just like this. 1 more. There's the pants, and last but not least, the boots. And there we have it. We have 1 left over. We have an entire set of iron armor, and I'm going to hit, just going to turn away from our crafting table. I'm going to hit E again, and you can see right over here is where we will need to drop our armor. So let's just start at the top. There's our helmet. Looking pretty good. There's our iron chest plate. There's the iron leggings. And there are the boots. Now we have full iron armor. Now, we hit E, you can see right above our hearts, we have quite a bit of armor there. And that works for me. I like that. Now the other thing we can do is we can go ahead and craft. We have an iron pickaxe and we've barely even used. So why don't we take and go ahead and craft an iron sword. We can do that. So 1, 1, 2, and there is our iron sword. Now the rest, for now, the only other pieces that I might need, some shears for shearing sheep. That would be a good one to create, but we're going to leave that for next time. Right now, feeling pretty confident with my brand new iron armor and my iron sword. Oh, I think he got distracted by the daylight that's happening. Oh, there's another one. Let's draw him out. See if we can get him to come out here. There we go. Took care of them. Pretty quick order. I don't really see anybody else, so we're just going to leave it. Leave them for now. All right, I'm just going to go back into my little survival hut here for now, and that's going to do it for episode 6 of Minecraft Build All the Things. We were able to build an iron sword this time, build our entire outfit of iron armor, looking pretty good, and got to go do a little bit of exploring in the cave. That was fun to mine out all that iron. And all right, until next time, this is Zombie for Minecraft Build All the Things. Have fun, play hard. I'll see you later. Bye.